Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, good night, good moment to you, wherever and whenever you are on this sweet, wild, sacred earth. I'm Julie Ling, and this is the voice of wonder. I am so happy that you're here. Thank you for coming and for being. I'll help us settle in with a little flute. As you listen, let your heart open. And feel yourself settling like a fine mist. Any static, grounded, dissolved. Letting yourself settle like a mist, like fairy dust. A little deeper and a little deeper into your own sweet, wild, sacred body that is here, made of the stuff of stars to hold your spirit. Feeling yourself settling in your heart and the flute music opening it so it's as big around you as a sphere, 50 feet wide, or however wide you're comfortable with, in diameter all the way around. And feeling yourself settle into your belly, into your solar plexus, where your own sun dwells. And as your energy settles and the flute opens you, feel your inner sun softening to a glow. No harsh light here, a warmth, a bright light, as if your heart had settled a little deeper in your body and begun to shine a creamy golden light. And feeling yourself settle a little deeper into your belly, a little lower, that part that's orange, like the tiger behind me. Place where we connect with all our senses and sensuality and the juiciness of it all. Letting yourself rest into that. Letting the breath breathe in freshness and exhaling with a sigh. Yes. And in this moment, this feels like the part of us that holds that. Yes. Yes, I'm willing to be here. And settling a little deeper. Into the singing bowl of your hips. Resting here in your hips as if it were the most comfortable, easy chair you've ever sat in. Letting your body move and ease. Letting yourself, your spirit move and ease and settle into you. All the way into your belly, all the way into your hips. And anything that you don't need, that doesn't serve you, any static, just being grounded. Moving through your hips, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your feet, out through that drain in your feet as if it's open into the earth. Like water running out of a bathtub. And as it runs out, you're freer to settle in. And today, I welcome you into this moment, into this body, into this now. And I invite you to consider we're in the waning moon cycle, which is the cycle of letting go. And if you think the moon doesn't affect you, maybe it doesn't, and I invite you to consider that the moon pulls the tides, and we are made up of somewhere between 70 and 94% water. I don't remember the exact percentage, and I'm not sure it matters. And if we're made up of that much water, I'm guessing it affects us too. And the season of letting go, I invite you to consider letting go of what you don't want by meeting what is. So often we think of something we don't want and we're like this, nope, I don't want it. Or we're like this, push it away, I don't want it. You go away. I want this thing. And we grab hold and we push away. And wanting doesn't get us the thing. Want means lack. When we use the word and words have energy, want, we are calling for lack. We are calling for the wanting of the thing. And Bullwinkle, that trick never works. And not wanting is that pushing away. And I've been noticing there are memories in me of what I don't want and of people telling me things that I didn't want or that they didn't want about me that are so present as echoes within me. And yes, there's practicing what we would love. And there are videos about that. And I invite you to watch them and practice that whenever you wish. And until we are present with and meet what's alive in us and saying, oh, that happened in the past, I think sometimes is a form of spiritual bypass. Oh, that was in the past. And yet, if you're hearing the echo of it, it is present in you right now. And the point of power is always in the present moment. And when we leave that, we leave our power. We abandon ourselves by leaving the moment we're in. And I invite you to let go of that old habit of abandoning yourself that we've all learned, we've all been taught. And just for now, to meet yourself with whatever is alive in you. And I invite you to notice if there's an echo that you have pushed away or you haven't been aware of because you haven't been present. Something someone has said to you that hurts. And I know for me, so often I've told myself it shouldn't hurt. I've been angry with myself for letting it hurt. And those things are pushing away. It's that energy of, okay, I'm going to find some control in this by beating myself up. Because at least then I'm doing it and I know how. I say when, I say who, I say how much. And there's a sense of control in it. And it's that control over that doesn't really serve. And I found that when I'm able to meet that part of me, oh, you feel hurt. You feel disappointed. Removing the filter of greater or lesser emotions. This one's wrong and bad and I have to get rid of it. Somebody tries to get rid of you, don't you want to dig your heels in and stay? Or throw dirt on their face and run away? Or put up your dukes and fight? It's not, sometimes it's very effective in getting what we don't want usually. It's not very nurturing and it doesn't feel very good. And if it does, it's that moment of righteousness that doesn't really last. So I invite you to, whatever might be alive in you that you've been turning away from or pushing away, however gently, that you just meet it for a moment and be with it, however you feel, in the face of and the hearing of this echo that's still alive in you. And maybe just offering up the magic words. You haven't done anything wrong. And if you can't manage that, you are not wrong. You are not bad and wrong for being human. Whatever you've done that you wish you haven't, whatever someone else has said that you wish they haven't, you are worthy and deserving of love because you are. And instead of meeting the echo and joining it, or pushing it away and trying to get rid of it, or trying as hard as I can to change that other person's opinion of me or judgment of me, I am going to be gracious and let them have it. And I'm going to meet and hold you and love you how you are. Not as a means of getting rid of this feeling that's uncomfortable, but as an act of love and devotion to you. An act of kindness to the part of me that is in pain. And just allowing yourself to breathe that in, imagining this hurt part of you or disappointed part of you or even angry part of you that wants to punch somebody or something as a child that you hold on your lap, however it is. You cannot change the echo of what someone else said to you. And you can change whether or not you echo it to yourself. You can meet the part of you that's caught in the loop of hearing it with love. You can hold it in the place of you that is bigger with love. You can let it sit on your lap, or him or her or they, exactly how it is, and meet it with love. And it's my experience that whenever you do this, when it comes up in the moment, there's no need to go out and look for these things. They rise up inside of us in the moment. We meet them when they are alive in us. If we choose to, then we can practice meeting them. And when we do, when we meet the part of ourselves that we've othered with love and with compassion, not as a way of getting rid of it, not as a way of changing it, not as a way of, oh, you're wrong and bad, and if I just meet you and be with you and accept you for now, you'll go away. When we meet those parts how they are in the moment and love them, because everything is love or a call for love, that's where the healing happens, and the echo gets a little softer and a little softer. And then you can choose, if you wish, to imagine what you would love instead. And picture that. Imagine it, see it, hear it, feel it. What would you love to hear instead? Even what would you love to hear from that person? You can imagine it, and your mind, body, spirit can't tell the difference. And if you weave in something they said to you that did feel good with this thing that you wish they'd said instead, it's kind of a ninja trick to fool that part of you. It can't tell, oh, this part feels real, so this part's real too. You're the only one inside of your head talking to you. And you can't silence those voices, and you can meet the echoes with love, and you can imagine what you'd love instead, and you can give it to yourself. That's the ninja move I invite you to today. To be the voice inside that you would love. And to meet the echoes with love, and the part of you that keeps hearing them and is hurt by them, or disappointed, or whatever, with love. And I also to invite you to notice the echoes of loving and kind things people have said to you, and that you have said to yourself, how delicious they feel, how your heart opens when you hear them. And you can turn them up by receiving them. We're hardwired to look for the dangers, to look for the negative. If you're in a room full of puppies with a cobra, what are you going to give your attention to? The cobra. But when it's an echo of a cobra, you can meet the part of you focused, riveted on it with love and kindness, and also look at the puppies that you missed. Because we find what we look for. And if you look for the echoes of the puppies, of the kind words, of the loving words, of the words of affirmation and witnessing, of seeing and hearing who you are, you'll hear more of those too. So today I invite you to listen. And I invite you, if you'd like, one of my favorite songs is by a group called Rising Appalachia. It's called Resilient. And there's a line in it, I'll close my mouth and learn to listen. I invite you to listen in this way. So today, I invite you to listen with a kind ear to yourself, to others, and to the echoes, whether they feel like they're lesser or higher or reverse, to simply meet them how they are, with love and with kindness. I'm Julia Ling, and today I invite you to let your heart just a little more sing. And let those sweet and loving and affirming echoes ring. Have a beautiful and blessed day.